Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 11 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and new interim UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Ciryl Bogdan.
What's up?
All right, we got a new champion, interim champion.
Yeah. I don't think he'll ever have the real one.
Oh, you don't think?
I don't think so.
That'll be an interesting fight. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, I think Francis will fuck him up.
I think Francis definitely bull rushes him.
Fuck yeah!
After
watching that
fight, yeah.
Ciryl Gane won the heavyweight title. Derek Lewis, buddy, looked like shit.
Got shut down in every way through 8 significant strikes.
Yeah, landed 8 punches.
Yeah, to what was it?
Gane
108?
108, yeah.
Yeah, 108 to 8.
It was bad.
It was real bad.
It was so awesome all night. Fucking 7 hours of bad assery.
Yes.
And the kind of silence we had going on during the main event, and just bummed. Just you knew from the minute in he was in trouble.
Yeah.
Ruined my whole night.
Yeah, from 30 seconds in when he wasn't swinging.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, that's his
Not
thing,
good.
man. Swing and bang.
Yeah, swing and bang, because he knows all he's got to do is land one.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
But he didn't.
Yeah, he looked bad.
He looked real bad.
But like Dana White said afterwards, we all know he's a bad motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how good Ciryl Gane is. So I'm curious to see what he does against Francis.
I am too.
I hope he loses. I hate Francis, by the way. I mean,
I'm not a fan of either one of these guys, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty neutral.
yeah, I hope Stipe sneaks in there and gets his belt
Yeah,
back
perfect
somehow.
case scenario. Stipe comes back.
Yeah, or
gets
John
his belt.
Jones. I hate John Jones too, but I can deal with it. At least he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, Gane looks like he's scared to fight, but he outpoints everybody. What
Yeah,
he
he's
can
a
do.
straight up point fighter.
But he
that's
did
it.
knock Derek out.
He did.
Yeah, you were sure that was
I
going
did.
the distance, man.
I mean, I just would have bet in
know.
every way.
I
I
know.
said he dances around, he gets the decision.
Yeah.
UD.
Yeah.
And I had Ciryl money
It
line.
looked like it was going UD.
It did.
It did.
I didn't think it would happen like that.
Yeah. So we know he's fighting Francis next.
For sure, yeah.
What about Derek?
Derek, man, Derek's almost like a superstar now.
He's a star.
And I feel like he's got like 2 paths he can go down. He can either do the great big fights.
Money fights.
Yes. Or do you want to chase back to the title?
Right.
I feel like those are 2 totally different roads. If he wants a great big payday, big money fight that I'm not for sure he would win, I'd be calling out Stipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Stipe would outbox him for sure.
I do too, but man, Stipe's shown that the way you beat him is knock him out.
Knock him out.
And Derek's shown the only way he wins is a knockout. So,
An interesting fight I had came up with earlier, if he wanted to get back on a title run, was actually Marcin Tybura.
Marcin Tybura.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy.
He's coming off a couple wins.
I hate those flabby, fat-looking heavyweights. I like those chiseled motherfuckers, man. I like Francis
And
Gane.
Ciryl.
Yeah, even Stipe. Stipe looks like an everyman, but he's got a bod. When you get Augusto Sakai and Marcin Tybura, I'm like, what are these motherfuckers doing, man? But they're winning right now.
They are winning.
They're top 15 fighters.
It was actually those 2 that I came up with was Marcin Tybura and Augusto Sakai. I didn't pick Augusto Sakai just because he's coming off. He got a big fight.
Yeah.
Against Jairzinho.
Yeah.
Lost. Marcin Tybura has put together a couple of fights.
Yeah, but
If Derek wants to go back to get on a title run,
I just don't see Derek.
This is his route.
Let's say Derek fights Marcin Tybura. Let's say he knocks him out in 20 seconds. You think he's getting a title fight off of that?
No, but that puts him back on a run.
Yeah.
Is he getting a title fight off one win? The only way that's happening, Stipe.
Yeah, or Jones.
Or Jones,
See,
which
John
I don't
Jones
think will
is
happen.
lingering here, waiting to come back.
Jones is lingering for the belt.
Yeah.
I don't think he would fight Derek.
You never
no
know, man.
belt.
He's been off for 2 years now. He might say, "Give me a top 5 guy, and then I want to fight for the title."
Well, he was offered Stipe, and he didn't take it.
But I think he thinks he'd lose to Stipe. I think he thinks he'll beat Derek. Derek's a one-trick pony. As much as I love him, I love the guy.
Oh, yeah, everybody knows
God,
that.
he's fucking funny, man. But he's a one-trick pony.
He is.
I think Jones would work him.
Oh, yeah, I think Jones will work just about anybody in that division.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
So you think he's going to be the champ?
Yes.
No shit. You think he'll beat Stipe?
Yes.
Miocic? You think he'll beat Ciryl Gane?
Yes.
By decision?
Yes.
You think he'll beat Francis?
Yes.
No shit.
Yes.
You don't think he'll get knocked out by Francis?
No.
I'd love if he did, bro.
No,
I would love if he did.
Do I think it could happen? Well, of course. I think Francis could knock down a building with a punch.
Yeah. That's the best thing about this shit is anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Dude, some of the craziest, GSP back in the day losing
to Matt Serra.
Yep.
Crazy.
Just crazy shit happens all the time.
When Holly Holm lost to Ronda Rousey, she was like 2 fights in the UFC, Holly Holm was, and they were not impressive wins. She was undefeated, but they were not impressive.
Right.
And then to fight Ronda Rousey, who looked untouchable, and
knocked her out.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's all about styles.
Yeah, look at Uriah Hall. We were talking last week about how shitty he looked. Mm-hmm. Well, Weidman snapped his leg on the first kick against him 3 months ago, and, anything can happen. Weidman would have beat his ass if that would have been
Weidman would have grabbed him, took him down, and beat him up. For 3 rounds, I have full faith.
I can't believe I put money on Uriah Hall, man. He looked so bad.
He looked terrible.
Yeah. But anyways, let's move on here. Co-main was badass. I told you.
Co-main was good.
Aldo was going to win.
Yep.
He dominated.
You did.
He dominated 30-27.
Man, after Jose's last fight, I thought maybe the train was ending the tracks, but no, it's not. Definitely got a long way to go. He looked amazing.
I mentioned to you, not on air, wouldn't it be cool? I said, why did him and McGregor never fight a second time when it was a one-punch fight? That's a fluke, regardless.
Yeah, 13 seconds fight.
Yeah. Why didn't they ever fight again? Well, it's big news this week. A bunch of different shows and ESPN are calling for this fight.
Yeah, both guys even giving each other a little respect.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, Conor wants it because Aldo weighs 25 pounds less than him, okay? And Aldo wants it for cha-ching, Plus, like we always say, I don't care if Conor loses 5 in a row. The guy, every time you beat him, it's just you skyrocket to fame, popularity. It's awesome, but...
that would be interesting to see where the weight fell, where they fought at.
Oh, I bet it would have to be. Well, Conor fights at 155.
Yeah, Aldo fights at 35.
Yeah,
they fought before at 45.
Right. Conor's not making 45.
No, if I was Aldo, I would only go to 50. I wouldn't go to 55. I would make him.
I just can't see a big Conor McGregor main event being at a catch weight. I don't think Dana White would do it.
But how can you expect one guy to move 2 weight classes and you're not going to move 5 pounds?
That's the price you pay if you want red panty night, bro.
I don't see it that way.
It's how it is.
No, I don't see it that way.
That's how it is.
At all.
If Conor were to take a fight with Poirier or who were the other rumors we were talking? Oh, Nate Diaz 3 or George Aldo
Masvidal.
2 or Masvidal. Mm-hmm. It's wherever Conor wants it's where it's going to be. I believe that 100%.
But George Masvidal is not making 55.
No, it'll be at 70 if he fights Masvidal. Yeah, he'll only fight Masvidal at 70. Yeah. Anyways, he's out for a year. Fuck him for now.
Yeah.
But Aldo wants the belt.
He does.
He wants the belt. So what's he doing to get that?
Rob Font.
Rob Font. Yeah, number 3 in the world.
Yeah, and the reason I say Rob Font instead of Corey or TJ, at that matter, I think TJ's fighting for the belt once it's available.
Yeah. Well, the reason that can't happen is TJ just had knee surgery.
Right, he's out for a while, and that I'm getting to that of Corey Sandhagen too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you ruin that just yet. Meaning, when you put Corey and Aldo together, one guy's out for good, in a sense. If Aldo loses to Corey Sandhagen, his title days are over.
I agree.
But
if Corey loses to Aldo, he's not going anywhere.
I don't know if you risk that yet.
Corey is a 29-year-old killer.
But
he ain't going anywhere.
Rob Font, just like we said the other guy, is the Beneil Dariush of bantamweight.
Yeah, Rob Font sucks.
So I say give him. Also, I like Corey Sandhagen fighting the loser of Jan Aljo.
I don't, only because that means he's not fighting for 9 months. Here's what I think. I think that we know Hunter promised Corey Sandhagen that he got robbed and he's 1 fight away from the belt. So we know that Corey's next fight is a title eliminator. Aldo's sitting here trying to climb the ladder for a title eliminator. It just makes complete sense. So Corey does one of 2 things. He chokes and the featherweight GOAT gets a bantamweight title shot, or he puts Aldo to sleep and really puts a stamp on it, bro, and gets to fight the winner of Dillashaw.
I wouldn't be opposed to them 2 fighting.
I think Aldo loses.
I don't think you ruined that just yet. I don't think so.
Ruin what? We keep joking about how Aldo's so young. You know what I mean?
I know. That is so crazy. Yeah. He's younger than TJ.
I know.
That's nuts.
I know.
And he is only looking better with time.
Yeah. I think Aldo Sandhagen is the next fight.
But unfortunately, with him dropping to bantamweight to go for a title, the Marlon Moraes fight is questionable. They did the right thing. Went in and gave him his title shot, but he did lose.
Yeah.
He did lose.
Yeah, a year ago, Aldo lost a split decision
split,
to Marlon Moraes. A fight that he dominated.
Robbery, yeah.
Yeah, and then he got a title shot afterwards, which never happened. Right. Yes, they made
it right with him, which that's what they wanted to happen.
But then he got destroyed by the champion. Mm-hmm. Then he fought
Marlon
Vera and struggled, but won.
Yeah, it was a weird fight.
So he's proved to me that at 40, those are all 35 fights. Mm-hmm. So he lost his belt to Conor 6 years ago and then just hung around featherweight for a while?
Yeah, he got a belt back at featherweight.
After Conor relinquished?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Max Holloway got it.
Yeah, then Max beat him twice.
Max Holloway fought Anthony Pettis for an interim.
Right.
And then he beat Aldo once to unify it.
Yep. And then
beat him again.
Yeah. So Aldo moving down, I mean, when you're a big son of a bitch who has trouble making 145 and you move to 135 permanently, to me, you're telling me, a super fan, that you can't hang with the top three at 145 anymore.
Right. That's why
Let's try a different route.
Yeah, that's why he moved.
And what he's shown so far is that he can't hang with the top three of bantamweight right now either.
And that's another reason why I say we kind of ease in with the Rob Font.
Yeah,
don't go straight don't go straight for Killia. And we're not giving Rob Font enough credit.
No, it'll be a 5-rounder, I think. It'll be a fight night main event.
Yeah. I think that'd be great.
Yeah. I hope he pulls it off if that happens.
Pedro Munoz, on the other hand, well, that kind of puts him in a tight spot.
Yeah, Pedro's on the down.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Seems like every time they give him the big fight,
he chokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing him fight the winner of Marlon Moraes and Merab Dvalishvili.
Okay. That's a good fight.
Yeah, they're fighting, I think, at 266, I believe.
That's the next one. But it's weird because this one was at the beginning of the month, and September's pay-per-view's at the end of the month. So we got like a 7-week wait. But Pedro, I feel weird when we talk about Pedro because I don't care for him too much, but I'll never forget last summer when he fought Frankie and he beat him, but he got robbed. Bad judging, like we always talk about.
It was bad judging.
Yeah. And since then, he hasn't done much to impress me.
It's hard to...
If you can't beat Aldo...
It's hard for me to watch that fight because Frankie's my favorite, so obviously I'm biased.
Yeah.
But it was bad judging.
It was.
It was bad.
It was one of those ones like we talked about the next morning where it was so close. Part of me, I don't know if it's because we're so close, where I was like, I know he's your favorite, man. It was a close fight. It's hard for me to remember, but I remember saying it was so close you can't call it a robbery.
Right.
But I just couldn't find 3 fucking rounds to give to him. I felt like Frankie lost 3 rounds. You just should not be able to win a fight if you lose 3 out of the 5 rounds.
And we said the same thing about Sandhagen Dillashaw, where it was super close.
Yeah, it was.
But I've watched it back twice now, and I don't see it.
Yeah. Dillashaw's for sure fighting the winner of Jan Aldo.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So you want Aldo to fight the loser of Jan Aldo?
No, I want Sandhagen to
fight the loser of Jan Aldo. And, or Jan Sterling, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Cut that shit out, please. But Pedro just doesn't have anything going right now. I don't even want to speculate about him because he's got to win 3 in a row or something to even be.
Well, that's, if Merab Dvalishvili wins against Moraes, which I think he does.
Really?
Oh,
you think Marlon's done?
I think Merab's that good.
Oh, Merab's good.
Yeah, I think he's that good.
But Marlon's been number 1 for a long. I mean, he's not right now, but he's been number 1 for years.
He's been up there for a long time.
Yeah. Never got the belt?
Gave Triple C a run for his money.
Did he ever hold the title?
No, he fought Henry for the title.
Henry's a beast.
He is.
I wish he'd come back. He is the perfect example. What you're talking about with Derek, maybe just go for the big money fights. Well, there ain't a lot of choices at heavyweight. But Henry could have 6 super fights over the next 2 years in his divisions. and probably win them all.
For Henry, perfect case scenario would be TJ get the belt.
Oh,
you get to come back and beat him again.
That would be awesome. But he wants to fight Volkanovski at 45.
I don't know about all. I don't know if that's a great idea for him.
I'm having trouble picturing Volk losing that belt to Ortega.
So if this is something that runs through my mind every time I think about that, Henry fighting Volk, can you picture Henry fighting Max?
No, but Max is 2.5 foot taller than
I
Volk,
know.
You know?
I know. I just think about the total size difference.
Yeah, I don't think when you're down in those weights that size is I know size is a big deal.
Yeah, that's
But
why
when you're
Izzy
triple
lost.
C, bro, when you're triple C, I don't know. I think he could beat Volk. I don't think he would for sure, but I think he could.
That would be an interesting fight.
That was the first fight he started calling for, like 6 months after he retired. He was like, I will fight for the featherweight title.
Yeah, C4.
Yeah, C4. That'd be so funny. That'd be so
I
funny.
would love to see that fight. I don't really care for Volk. I don't know if I'd bet against him in that fight, though.
I don't think I'll bet against him when he fights Ortega next month.
No, this whole time.
Oh, I'm still rooting for Ortega.
This whole time I've said there's no way Ortega loses, and I'm just here lately as it's sinking in, I'm getting to where I'm scared that Ortega's not going to win.
Yeah, I hope he chokes the motherfucker out, but
I do.
I think he's going to get finished.
It'll be interesting to see where the fight goes because I don't know if Volk's going to want to get him down.
Volk only seems to try to get guys down when he's like desperate for a round. You know what I mean? Like he loves to duke, but when he was losing to Max both fights, he started going for takedowns. Mm-hmm. I don't think he prefers it. I just think he does it when he needs to do it.
Right.
Now, I think if you're fighting Ortega, you just want to strike the whole time.
Yeah. Boy, Ortega's striking looked great his last outing.
It did.
So it really makes you wonder where the fight goes.
I saw an interview this morning where Ortega and Volk were arguing with each other, and he was talking shit about Ortega striking, and Ortega said, I just destroyed Korean Zombie. Mm-hmm. And he said, yeah, but he gave you all that. Like, he was giving you those shots. And then, like, 5 minutes later, they kept bickering, and Ortega was like, dude, nobody gives anybody shit in the cage. I took it, So I do agree that his striking's awesome because Korean Zombie is a killer.
Yeah.
But I just think Volk's going to win. I hope not. But anyways, let's go. Luque and Chiesa. That was my biggest shocker of the night.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it was
Man,
tough.
I wanted Chiesa to win so bad.
So everybody knows Luque is a striker, a fucking knockout artist, and Michael Chiesa is kind of a boring, chokes everybody out.
Yep.
So the fight starts, and Chiesa takes him down, no prob.
He was landing some jabs, too.
Yeah. Then he gets on his back, no prob. Mm-hmm. He starts choking Luque, no prob. And literally in 30 seconds, Luque flipped it to a Darce choke and choked out Michael Chiesa. And it blew my fucking mind. And all my parlays, because I had Chiesa money line and everything.
And my parlays got blew a lot before that.
I had a couple left.
Anyway, that would have killed it.
Yeah, he fucked me. But it was so sad because that's what he's supposed to be good at,
Right. He got beat at his own game.
It was sad. It was sad.
And he won by a Darce choke, which is the same choke he choked out Tyron Woodley with.
That's right. A lot of people this past week were saying that he knocked out Woodley.
No, he choked him out.
He stunned his ass.
Yeah, he did.
And then got on his neck and choked him out.
Hey, they were banging in that fight.
Yeah.
Woodley knew.
Oh, yeah.
Woodley knew his job was on the line. He was banging. He was fighting great.
It was. He's gone.
Yeah, it was just a banger until someone got caught. And he did. He got caught, dropped, and then he got Darced.
Right. So, Luque is on a run now big time. He wants Usman for the belt. And Usman obviously thinks he can beat him because he did a little online exchange saying maybe we'll dance soon, But I'd say they'll make Luque fight one more time.
I do too, and that's kind of what I put on my picks here.
I think it'll be Leon.
That's exactly who I put.
I think it'll be Leon.
And it's hard to say that, well, Leon don't deserve it. Well, he does.
He does.
He's
8-0-1 in his last 9 fights.
But that's the problem with having a division so deep.
Yeah.
And I like Leon. I don't dislike Leon. He's not my favorite. I don't dislike him, but he didn't fight for 2 years.
That's true.
And you can always fight down.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. If I made, a couple $100,000 every time I fought, I would never go 2 years without fighting.
No.
I'd be like, fuck it, man. Give me Chiesa's 9, give me him. Because 2 years ago, Chiesa was 9. you know?
Right.
Yeah, give me him. Give me whoever. But
Conveniently waited around for Nate Diaz.
right. And we all know how that went.
Yeah.
He did win.
He did win.
But, man,
He
that
won
last
24
minute,
out of the 25 minutes.
he lost the public in that last
Yes,
60
he did.
seconds. Yeah.
And, you know,
Poor bastard.
that's what everybody thinks when they think of that fight is.
Nate pointing at him right after he caught his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that was as bad as it was until I watched the replay.
Oh, dude.
It was bad.
Yeah.
His eyes were rolling.
I remember Nick, my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Started just screaming, going, "Why are you pointing at him? Go get him. Go finish him." And I was defending him. I was like, dude, these motherfuckers are tired. Like, he's going to try to finish him. Believe me, you know? But he had him hurt.
He did real
But
bad.
I don't think he could have finished him in 45 seconds, whether he jumped on him or not.
No, I think he would have survived, even if it was 45 seconds of just getting beat on.
Yeah, and even if he 10-8 and, like, you know, dominated that last minute and got a
Wasn't
10-8, it was over. Yeah,
It wasn't enough. So,
But-
I definitely like that fight, Leon Edwards.
Luque and Leon, that'd be a good one.
And then
Title
whoever
eliminator.
wins that, there's
Fights Colby.
there's no denying they get a title shot.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, like what we said the other day, Colby does win. You know they're doing the trilogy.
Yeah, they'll give him an immediate rematch. They spent the last year calling him the GOAT, like calling Usman the GOAT. If he loses the belt, they'll let him try again.
I could really see them doing coaching of the Ultimate Fighter.
They should have done it this time.
They should have. I agree, 100%. That's who we all thought it was.
I thought Masvidal Colby literally almost got signed.
Yeah, and I thought it was going to be Colby Usman there for a while. Then it was Masvidal Usman or Masvidal Colby. And then somehow we wound up with Ortega and Volk.
I know. Because Volk got COVID and had to cancel, and no one else wanted to do it. You know, Masvidal's making millions per fight.
Yeah.
Usman's making millions per fight. And Colby's just the regular old, he's probably getting a couple $100,000. He wanted Ultimate Fighter. I don't think either of the other two did, you know. He wanted it for the paycheck.
Would be a real good season.
It would have been awesome.
That would be really good to see them two coach opposite.
I don't love this season.
I don't hate it, but
I don't hate it. I watch it every week.
I've definitely seen better seasons.
Last week, I had to watch 2 episodes on like Sunday, which means I went like 10 days without watching one and then 5 days without watching the other. But you put Colby on there, man. I'll tune in every Tuesday night.
Oh, can you just imagine some of the stuff he'd be saying to Usman?
I love it. I saw a clip on BT Sport today of 10 best Octagon interviews ever. And one of them was Colby in Brazil that we talked about last week, calling him fucking all sorts of crazy
monkeys
shit.
and stuff.
He wouldn't let the translator translate. He took the mic. He was like, "No translation tonight." Like, it was crazy. I loved it.
Michael Chiesa, that puts him in a spot. What do you think's next for him?
He's in a bind. He's very aware. He's been all over social media saying he's embarrassed and he knows he's gonna have to win a few in a row. And he's a hard fucking worker and he's gonna start working. And said he took Monday off and it was the longest day of his life. So I like that mentality, but he's that guy that chokes. Like, we were talking about it the other day. I don't remember on air or not, but I said, for some reason, I feel like he's a choke artist, but I've never seen him lose. Like, since I've been watching, he's 5-0. But he fucking choked.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next for him because they didn't push him down the rankings too much.
No, they didn't. They
didn't.
dropped him, to 7, I think.
They dropped him 2 spots.
Yeah, so he went from 5 to 7.
Yeah. But
a fight, it would be an interesting fight, would be Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
You know, that's 2 guys that are coming off losses.
Yeah, but Wonder Boy's going to be 40 by the next time he fights. I don't know how many he's got left.
Well, that's a good chance for Chiesa to take advantage of that.
That's true. And everyone and their brother picked Wonder Boy over Gilbert.
Yeah, including me.
And no, by the time the fight came, I didn't put any money on Gilbert. I had been the whole time saying Gilbert. And I should have listened to myself, but
I think that's a very winnable fight for Chiesa.
Wonder Boy?
Yeah.
I don't think he finishes him.
No. I just think it's a winnable fight.
He'd have to win a decision like Gilbert did.
Yeah,
Dude, Gilbert can bang, and he didn't finish him.
No. And Gilbert took him down a lot.
What do you think Gilbert versus Chiesa would end up being? Fucking war, I think.
I think...
You don't want to jiu-jitsu with Gilbert Burns.
No.
And you don't want to bang with him either if you're Michael Chiesa.
I think Gilbert TKOs him.
Yeah, I like
Gilbert
that.
finishes him one way or another.
Yeah, I like that.
When I was watching some of the pre-fight for this past weekend's pay-per-view, they said that, you know, when they were talking about the Luque Chiesa fight, DC brought it up. Was like, there's just this giant hole in Chiesa's striking that I just can't look past. Mm-hmm. No matter what, I just can't look past it. And he's going to have to significantly get better if he ever thinks he's going to fight Usman.
I agree.
So.
Yeah, if he fights Usman, we know what he's going to do. He's going to go for those desperate-looking heel hooks and do everything he can to try to get on his back, and it would be bad. If 5 people got injured and Dana said, all right, we need someone to fight Usman, Michael, you want it? He would accept knowing he has no fucking chance.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe that.
And, I mean, he's still young. He's still got time to put on another run.
Yeah.
But with the guys at the top of the division right now, it's tough.
He used to fight 55.
Yep. He won
Now
the
he's at
Ultimate
70.
Fighter at 55.
I feel like he has no future at 70 when it comes to talking belts and shit.
I'm scared 5 was the peak of his career.
Well, you can't go to 85. You're too small.
No,
and
definitely not.
You have to completely change your life for 12 months to go back to 55. But now that Khabib's gone, man, 55 is where he should be. Like, I know he talks a lot of shit about, I can't believe I used to kill myself to... Dude, I wouldn't mind watching Chiesa fight Oliveira or some of those guys, but...
That'd be a cool fight.
If you're in the top 4 at welterweight, I just don't think he's getting past them.
No,
I hate to say that because he's a nice guy. He's got a good future as a broadcaster, I think.
Yeah, he's a good talker.
Yeah, I like
he's
that.
He's very presentable.
Yeah,
he's very
I like
good.
that. He looks good, too.
And I think, I mean, I really do. I think Wonder Boy is done. And I shouldn't say 100% done. I just, when he fought Gilbert, that was pretty well a last chance at a title shot.
Yeah. His fight before that was like a...
Jeff Neal.
Yeah, fight night main event against a nobody.
Yeah.
I think he's going right back that direction.
It is kind of funny to think Wonder Boy has a win over Luque.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He does. But Luque was young in the game then.
Times change.
Yeah. I don't want to see that rematch right now. I don't think Wonder Boy would do very well.
No, I don't think it makes any sense for Luque, really.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I just meant, times change.
Right. I think Luque would easily win now.
All right. Okay, Angie Hill choked and lost a UD. I was big on her, and I felt silly about it. Tisha looked good.
Tisha did look good.
Song Yadong, he whooped Casey Kenny's ass.
I don't know how that was a split.
I don't either.
Yeah, I'm looking at the scores now.
I don't like that.
One guy had 28-29, Kenny. One was 29-28, Song, and then a 30-27.
Yeah. Once again, 3 separate scores.
Once again.
2 fighters winning, yeah. Same old shit, man. But Song Yadong looked good.
He did.
And then the main event on the prelims was Fight of the Night, actually, which is exactly what they want. They want the main event on the prelims to be the one to get you to buy the fucking pay-per-view.
Fiziev was supposed to be the new coming.
Yeah.
And I believe he is.
Well, they were saying that night that they couldn't get a fight for him, and Bobby Green said, I'll fucking fight him. So he was supposed to destroy Bobby Green.
Yeah, Bobby Green looked good.
I like Bobby Green.
I do, too.
He's cool. He's a cool dude. That was a good fight.
Fiziev, I see they went ahead and put him in the rankings at 14.
14?
Yeah.
At lightweight?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought a couple of interesting fights I was running through my head.
Top 10 guys?
Yeah.
Who are they?
All right, you ready for this?
Hit me.
Dan Hooker. or
poor Dan Hooker.
Or Tony Ferguson.
Damn.
Both of those guys, were very close to the top. Well, I mean, Tony was at the top.
Yeah, Tony was the king.
But he's on a 3-fight skid. It's time to fight down.
I'll say this. That skyrockets Fiziev either way, because I think he'd beat.
Fight night main event, 5 rounds, favors Tony. But it also gets this guy a little shine.
Yeah. He's a
and hey,
fucking animal, dude. He's in there
wins,
screaming and beating on his chest and all sorts of crazy shit. I liked him. He reminds me of Merab.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminded me of Merab.
I remember the first time I watched Merab, we were at your house, and he just started screaming.
I'll never forget it, because you kept going, I like this guy, and I couldn't stand it. He was like screaming, and I was like, fuck this motherfucker, and you kept going, I like him. Yeah. And the next time he fought was the time I was like, all right, I like this motherfucker, man.
They came out of the 3rd round, he's fighting John Dodson, and they hugged.
Yeah.
And then started screaming profusely
in his face.
at him.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah, John Dodson's not even in the UFC anymore, is he?
He got cut. I didn't know, did they sign him back or not?
That I don't know.
I don't know either.
I only know he got cut.
I knew there was rumors of signing him back, but I didn't know if it ever went through.
I hope so. Flyweight needs... Is he
That's
fly?
a bantamweight.
Bantamweight. John Dotson's a bantamweight? I thought he was a flyweight.
He did both.
Oh, okay.
He won the Ultimate Fighter at bantamweight. He actually beat TJ.
No.
In the finale,
shit.
Kind of a controversial stoppage, but he did win. I mean, it's a W on his record.
A W is a W. Okay, we got the Morales-Rodriguez fight was not much for me. Are they unranked bantamweights? UD for Morales. Minifield, Ed Herman.
Yeah, that did not go like it was supposed to.
Yeah, I thought it would be a finish.
I thought Ed Herman would, or Minifield was just going to blow through him.
Yeah. Ed Herman's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. And he's 40.
Yeah, that's right.
What did they say? He's been on the roster the longest of anybody, I think.
That can't be. Robbie Lawler's been around 20 years.
Yeah, but Robbie Lawler's been cut.
And brought back, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe so.
I think Ed Herman's been on the roster since like 06.
What do they call him? What's his nickname?
Oh, heck, I don't know.
Short Fuse or some shit.
That's it. Ed Short Fuse.
Yeah. I thought Minifield was going to smoke his ass, which he did, but he didn't finish him.
Right.
Jessica Panay.
Looked great.
Armbar. I love when the women fight and have finishes in a man.
Yeah, first round armbar at that.
Yeah, that was good.
Looked real good.
Yeah, it's no Thug Rose, but
no,
it was awesome.
No. They were on the same season of Tough together. I know I keep referencing Tough, but that's where a lot of these people were from.
Were you picking Kowalkiewicz?
No,
you picked Panay?
Yeah.
Yeah, she dominated her.
Yeah, she did good.
I didn't know much about either of those ladies, so I didn't pick. But, okay, Manel Kopp, O'Day Osborne.
Kind of a bummer for Kopp.
No, for Osborne.
Or both of them.
Oh, okay, I'll say. Yeah, Manel Kopp got a killer flying knee finish.
But it'll be tainted.
Because he missed weight by 5 pounds. O'Day Osborne was winning the entire 8 minutes that they fought.
Yep.
But just a fluke-ass flying knee. So that's the bummer for him.
Did you think that was early stoppage?
You know, when it happened, I didn't. When it happened, I was just like, fuck yeah, because I had it in everything to go under 2.5, which was plus money because flyweights go the distance all the time. And then I saw him try to hug him almost, but I don't know. I was devastated that O'Day lost and didn't call for an early stoppage. The first I thought about it was when they started saying, I don't know about that. So I thought it was fine. At
first, I really did think, I was like, man, that was kind of a bad stoppage. But then when they slowed it down and I was watching the replay, you can see when he gets hit, he stiffens up hard.
Part of me thought he took the knee to the neck and maybe he wasn't out. And then when I saw it again, I was like, yeah, he was fucking...
I think he went out for a minute.
He probably could have kept going, but would have been finished in the next 60 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't feel near as bad about it after I seen it that way.
Yeah. It was cool. It was cool to see a big flying knee like that.
Yeah, and like you said, out of the small guys, that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
You don't see great, big, flashy finishes that.
That's right. I still like O'Day Osborne. I hope he climbs the ladder. And
I like his nickname.
What was it?
The Jamaican Sensation.
Oh, yeah, the Jamaican Sensation. Well, he took on a guy that probably weighed 15 more pounds once they were in the cage, and he didn't bitch about it. He's got a bright future, and I think Manel Kopp does too, but maybe fight at bantamweight.
Yes.
If you were a kickboxing bantamweight champion, and now you're in the UFC going to flyweight because you think it's the only way you can hang is to be bigger than your opponents, and you can't get there. It's not fucking fair. You do this 2 or 3 times and they'll cut your ass.
Yeah, because he did fight at bantamweight at Risen.
Right.
And was the bantamweight champion.
Yeah. I'd like to see him fight some bantamweights. I'm not saying he's in the top 15 talks, but some of those, like Sugar Sean, Manel Kopp.
That'd be cool.
I'd love it, bro.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
Man, what do you do with that guy? Sugar Sean.
Sugar Sean, I don't know. He called out Cody.
Who do you want to see him fight?
Sugar Sean. I want to see Sugar Sean fight Dominic Cruz.
Ricky Simone.
Oh, Ricky Simone. Yeah, dude. I think
Dominic Cruz would be cool too.
Yeah, but
I like Dominic Cruz and Frankie Edgar.
Yeah. Legends fight. Yeah, that'd be good. Plus, they're both ranked relevantly where it's not a
10.
Legends fight. They're top 10 fighters trying to get the belt back. And Dominic Cruz said it on air a couple weeks ago. He's like, listen, all due respect to Sugar Sean, whatever he's got going, I'm trying to fight for the belt. You don't fight unranked fighters when you're ranked 8th and you want the belt. You fight top 5, top 3. But yeah, I'd love to see Ricky Simone fucking ground and pound Sugar Sean, bro. I think Aldo'd fuck Sugar Sean up.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's out of his depth calling out all these big name guys. I think Cody, who's looked like shit, would probably knock him out.
I think so.
So, I don't know. Yeah, Sugar Sean, Ricky Simone, they won't do that.
No, they're not going to kill one of them.
Yeah, it leaked out a month or so ago before Chris Mutino took that short notice fight with Sugar. He answered a phone call from Hunter, the guy that matchmakes for UFC, on his podcast. And you could hear Hunter on the phone saying, well, Dana said Ricky will take it, but he's just going to hold you down the whole time. You don't want that. That's bullshit. They should have offered him the Ricky fight and let him say yes or no. He knows he's going to take him, down.
Yeah, that's his problem if he can't
For
get
them
back
to be
up.
protecting him like that and for it to go on air on a fucking podcast and for people not to be aggravated by it blows my mind. Like, don't baby the motherfucker.
No. If he's as good
as he
you're
says
making
he
him
is,
out to be and he says he is, throw him to the wolves.
I agree.
Let him fight a Jimmy
I think
Rivera
it's
or
funny that
somebody.
he was top 15 for about 3 days and then Cheeto,
Yeah.
which was a controversial fight, but still, it ain't Cheeto's fault.
No.
But think about
Can't blame Cheeto.
That fight happened, Sugar Cheeto. Cheeto took out his leg, knocked his ass out. Well, Cheeto went on to fight Aldo next, and Sugar's fought, 3 unranked guys in a row? So tell me who they think's better.
Yeah, I can think of Thomas Almeida and Chris Montino.
Louis Smolka that was supposed to happen.
That was supposed to happen, yeah.
That's his only fight since then.
Even his scheduled opponent wasn't a ranked guy.
And what's Cheeto's? Was it only the Aldo fight?
Well, he just fought. It was at War 2. It got fight of the night. What was his name? He was on the Ultimate Fighter, Misha Tate's team.
He looked good doing it. I don't remember who that was.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. I know as soon as you say it, it'll come right to me. 600 fighters on the roster. It's hard to keep them all straight.
Yeah. Davey Grant.
That's it.
Yep.
Davey Grant.
So, I don't know. I wish they quit babying Sugar Sean and give him a real fucking fight.
Yeah, for the longest time I said do the Cheeto rematch, but I don't know. Maybe
I like both sides. I like the Cheeto rematch, and I like waiting until they're both bigger.
Because I think they both are working.
But Sugar's huge.
Yeah, Sugar's huge now.
Sugar's not going to be
because of that.
Cheeto's not going to be. Let's say this: Sugar Sean's not going to quit being a superstar if Cheeto beats him again.
Right.
But Cheeto will explode. Just do it. It was controversial. Sugar Sean talks shit. Pretends he likes to say
but
he's
a zero.
Yeah. Do it again.
Yeah, he lost.
All right, just a couple more fights. We had Miles Johns knocked the fuck out of this Anderson dos Santos guy. Dude, that was bad.
Miles Johns. He looked great.
I like Miles Johns. Let Sugar fight him. He's unranked. Like, give him some of these killers, dude. Yeah. Instead of fucking Louis Smolka. And I love Chris Mutino. I think he's a bad motherfucker. When that fight started, everyone said, what are they doing? And by the end of it, everyone's going, what is Sugar doing? Finish this motherfucker. Like,
I remember you and I talking that if that fight went out of the first round, you might as well chalk that as a loss.
For Sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're fighting a guy off the couch 4 days' notice. You better knock his fucking ass out. And it took him a controversial stoppage in the third. I was watching a Brendan Schaub Fight Companion the other night, just out of boredom, the old fight. And it was the Connor night. So it was the Mutino Sugar night. And I was watching a group of guys sit around just like us going, who is this kid, man? Why is his hair green? Sugar's going to fuck this guy up. And by the end of it, they were all Chris Mutino fans saying, fuck Sugar Sean.
Oh, yeah. He won me over
that night. For
too.
Sure. Yeah.
I didn't even know how to say his name right up until that night.
Yeah. Well,
now I'm a huge fan of him.
Dude, he took that fight on like Tuesday for Saturday night. Mm-hmm. That's not how you do it. No. But when you're a guy like at the North City gym here or something, and you get an opportunity like that was a regular guy in a small town gym. Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah, go get knocked out, and that's what they do. Take this for us. We need this, and you're going to get another fight. So now the kid went from being a guy dreaming about the UFC to I get at least 2 UFC fights. I get this one, and then they're going to give me one for taking it. Dude, and he went out there. I bet he's on the roster from now on. I don't think
that was the best way he could have lost.
Yeah,
he lost in the best way.
Yeah, his head movement sucked, and he took a shitload of shots. Let Sugar Sean set some records, but he's a tough motherfucker. Just imagine if he gets bumped up out of that small camp and put with some real fucking coaches and get some real skill set developed. And when you're that tough already, bro, like.
Yeah, he's got half the battle.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, I like that kid, man. I do too. I think he's a bad motherfucker.
That he goes somewhere in this.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't lose a couple in a row and then get cut.
Yeah.
But, hey, Brandon Moreno got cut, got brought back. He's the champ.
And now he's the champ, yeah.
And then the first fight of the night was Melissa Gatto and Victoria Leonardo.
Yeah, Dr.
Stoppage.
Yeah, she broke her arm, wasn't it?
I'm not remembering. No.
Yeah, she was saying her arm wouldn't work.
Oh, yeah, in between rounds. Yeah. Her arm was fucked up.
Doctor came in, felt around on it.
Yep.
It could feel a
after
fracture.
the second. Yep. So that was UFC 265. Not the most popular card. The main event was a little
lackluster.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 2 title fights, and Nunes got pulled out. But shit, I love every one of them, bro. Like I said, man, I'll watch a fight night where Sugar Sean's the main event. I don't care.
Yeah, I've said it for a long time that the prelims are arguably better.
Yeah,
those are the guys wanting to get on the main.
They always are.
Mm-hmm. They're good.
It kind of blew my mind to see the gate was $3.5 million. So that's what you make on a pay-per-view that nobody wants to see. $3.5 million. The gate is ticket sales. That's the people that's a shitload of money, man. I don't remember what they said for the Connor Dustin gate, but it was more than that. It was.
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
I don't think it was. I think it was like 5 million, maybe 4.8 million. I don't think it gets that much bigger.
I thought it was 5.8. It was either 4.8 or 5.8, but it was
man, if you're making $3 million just off tickets every Saturday night, dude, fucking hey, keep going. So we had a little bit of news, nothing major.
No, one retirement.
Yeah, Jacare
Souza, he retired, which is good.
Yeah, they were going to cut him, I think. He's had a couple bad... his last fight, he broke his collarbone getting submitted. But
yep, I remember that.
He had lost a few in a row.
And he still didn't tap.
No, he still didn't tap.
Still didn't tap.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, we all seen it happen. That was on the Oliveira and Chandler card.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Sad to see him go, but, it's time.
It's time. He was 41, going on 42.
Yeah,
it's time.
Dude, there's so many badass, young, no-name fighters. Like, there's always going to be a Jacare. There's always going to be a bad motherfucker.
And I know we always reference to Glover and everything, how he's, 42, 43 years old fighting for a title. But if he loses this...
Oh, yeah.
The rebuilding's not happening.
Yeah. And it all depends on, like, how much tread you got on the tires. Like we talk about Aldo. He's young. He's 34.
Right.
But he does have, like, 16 years of pro fighting versus, like, Dillashaw's 11 or whatever. It's like, it's all about what you've been through.
When Uriah Faber retired the first time, he just came out of retirement once. Mm-hmm. He was 36.
Right.
But, gosh, he started fighting when he was 18.
Right,
went pro at 18.
Right. And he didn't do very well when he came back, did he? I know Jan destroyed him.
Yeah, I think he beat Ricky Simone.
Oh, man. I didn't know that.
And then lost to Jan. Peter Jan.
Yeah, Jan, fuck. But like Uriah, that's a perfect example. Maybe 36 is young to retire, but wasn't there like one of those wars he was in with Aldo or somebody where he took like the most leg kicks?
Yes. Yes.
Man, that shit.
That was in WEC.
Maybe some of that shit you don't ever come back from, like.
Yeah, what kind of permanent damage
we always talk about the permanent damage from knockouts and shit, but getting choked out's just as bad for your brain, and maybe eating 60 leg kicks in training camp and then 60 in the fight, like maybe that shit never goes away either. But I think you're right.
He fought high level competition his whole career. I mean,
it breaks my heart that the Cruz trilogy that he only won outside of the UFC with him.
Back in WEC.
It was time for him. I love that he's a coach, dude. He's always on the sidelines. Every Saturday almost. It's like I see Uriah Faber coaching a guy. I'm like, good for you, dude. Khabib right now is like the best fighter turned coach.
Yes.
He's like 8-0 this year with his fighters, but they're all those fucking Dagestani freaks, bro.
Yeah.
But
the wrestling, no one has an answer for.
I hope Uriah has a long coaching career.
I hope so too. He owns his own gym, so
yeah. Wait, he owns that gym?
Alpha Male, yeah, that's his gym.
No shit.
Yeah, he owns Team Alpha Male.
Love it. Okay. Tito Ortiz and Anderson Silva have agreed to a 195-pound boxing match. Silva just retired from the UFC maybe 4 months ago. Uriah Hall fucked him up.
Yeah, it was right after that Uriah Hall. So it was longer than that, wasn't it?
Well, Uriah did that to him, then fought Weidman, and then 2 months later fought Strickland. So maybe 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Wasn't very long ago. I don't know how I feel about that. It's boxing, not MMA. They're both 40-something years old.
Anderson, I think, is 45 or 46.
Yeah. And Tito's got to be, dude.
Drawing Social Security.
Yeah. So that's kind of embarrassing, but it's that Triller shit. You know, that's where.
Is that what promotion it's
Yeah, that's Triller. It's the Jake Paul show.
That's the one that Jake Paul and Ben Askren had their thing on,
yes,
right?
But, you know, Paul left Triller, I think, and signed with Showtime pay-per-view right now.
Yeah,
but boxing is cool.
company.
Like, if you were a boxing star, you can sign a 2-fight deal with Showtime that pays you $2 million each fight, and then when those are up, you can be like, oh, Triller's offering me $4 million. You're not locked in, kind of like you are in Bellator or UFC. It's a whole different ball game. Last thing, the best thing.
Oh boy.
Dustin Poirier calling out Nate Diaz again, which is weird, okay? Because Dustin just fucking destroyed Conor twice in a row in the last 6 months. This isn't over the last 3 years. This is the last 6 months. He's number one contender for the belt. Mm-hmm. It's not even a question. His next fight's against Charles Oliveira for the belt. The belt that he's dreamed of his whole life. He had a piece of it with the interim, but that don't count. Khabib's gone. Now's his time. Why the fuck is he calling out Nate Diaz? It makes me wonder if maybe he don't. Listen, there's no doubt in my mind that Dustin would fuck Oliveira up. I feel that in my heart. He's bigger, he's wider, he's stronger. Chandler almost knocked out.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
And you know this, Dalton knows this. I wasn't on the Oliveira train. I was driving the motherfucker.
Right.
I was driving.
Right.
It.
Yeah, you say a dark horse for months and months and months, and now he's just the best.
But when he fought Chandler, it was like...
he looked suspect. Let's just be real.
It definitely showed that he's got holes in his game.
He probably
still.
lost a 10-8 first round,
yes,
and then caught Chandler perfectly a minute into the second, or 13 seconds into the second round, knocked him out.
Yeah, we always say that if Chandler Oliveira would have ended at round one, it would have ended with a 10-8, and Chandler's your champ.
Right. Not the case. So, anyways, if you know your next fight's for the belt that you've dreamed of for, what's it been, like 10, 11 years he's been in the fucking UFC?
At least, yeah.
Chasing featherweight belt, and then he got too big, and now he's chasing the lightweight belt. Fought Khabib, like arguably toughest fight of Khabib's career, but Khabib still destroyed him. This is your shot, bro.
Yeah, this is it.
And you just made $5 million, the most money you'll ever make. And you want to fight Diaz instead of get the belt. It just blows my mind, dude.
It really does.
It don't make sense.
It really does make you think if weight is an issue.
It is. It's got to be. He must have
wants to go to 70.
How long ago was the Conor fight? A month? Let's say he's been rolling around and fucking champagne and T-bones the last month, and maybe he weighs 190 pounds, and he just knows, fuck, man, this means 3-month diet, then 20-pound weight cut. Maybe he just don't want it no more, man.
Well, I remember when them two were going at it the first time, trying to fight each other. They were both rallying for a 165.
Conor Dustin?
No, Conor Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Or not Nate, Conor.
Dustin Nate. They were talking 170, I thought.
No, they brought up 65.
Anything but 55. Well, Diaz said, I'm never fighting at 155 ever again. That was the issue.
No, it was brought up at 65. The first time. This is year ago.
I'm saying Diaz said, I'll fuck you up, but I'm never fighting at 155 ever again.
Dustin said, let's fight at 65.
Yeah, I remember. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what they're going to do, but it just blows my mind if you know. Like, all you got to do is fucking take the Charles fight and win the belt, and the next fight you have, you'll get pay-per-view points. You'll make millions every time instead of only when you fight Conor.
Right.
You know, Dustin's a regular old... He made $500K in January to fight Conor and made $5 million in July to fight Conor. He's on the right track here. I mean, he's obviously chasing the money fights, but... it just really, I saw it this morning, and all it was Dustin on like social media just tweeted out like Nate ? And we all super fans know they've been talking shit for a year. It just makes no sense why you're calling this dude out.
Why are you not going towards the belt?
Yeah, bro.
Even if you get the belt.
Win the belt and say I'm moving to 70.
Right.
They'll give you an automatic title shot at 70 if you're holding the 55 belt. You'll make millions again to fight Usman, win or lose.
You
Then
might
do
be
the
fighting
super
Colby
fights.
Covington.
Yeah,
which would be huge.
Well, that's the other thing. You know, that's a fight that might happen because of all the hatred between the two, whether they're champions or not. So could you imagine if Colby beats Usman, Dustin beats Charles, and then they fight at 170? Dude, that'd be a super fight. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, who the champions are going to be in the next couple of years, and if there will be more of those super fights like that. But I like Dustin. I just can't believe he ain't running for that belt, man.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't care about the belt.
I feel like this is his time. I mean, you're probably not going to get a better opportunity.
Yeah, you've been waiting for one guy to retire, and you got lucky. He did at 32 years old. Khabib could have dominated for another fucking 6 years.
Yep.
And now you're not going to... Listen, I'd love to see Dustin Nate. You know?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I think it'd be great.
And it would be devastating if Dustin fought Charles and got smoked, but I just don't think that would happen. But I'm no expert, you know. But that's all I got, man. There's no fights this Saturday. It'll be a bummer. Saturday's my birthday, so all I wanted was fight night on my birthday.
Fight night on your birthday.
Ain't that a bummer? But we'll be back next Saturday with Gastelum. Is it Gastelum?
Gastelum and Cannonier.
Yeah. Which I like it.
Yeah.
We don't want to get too much into that, though.
Nah.
All right.
Nah, we'll save that.
That's all I got.
All right.
All right, Bubba.